You already explained it. You know you did. But the phone is in your hand again, and you are typing the paragraph. You are exhausted. You feel unheard. So you keep writing. There is a belief inside you that if you can just find the right arrangement of words, the recipient will finally see your heart. If you could just be precise enough, they would have to understand. This compulsion consumes the night. You trade your rest for the chance to prove you are a good person, as if a text message could serve as a character witness. You defend your tone, the timing, what you meant, what you didn't mean, and why your face looked that way. The original point disappears under the weight of the defense. Is this really about failing to explain yourself? Or is it about the futility of explaining yourself to someone who has already decided to misunderstand you? This often begins at age 8. You're standing in a kitchen, facing an adult who is frustrated by a minor, accidental mistake. They want answers, and they want them now. For a child, being misunderstood by a powerful adult feels like an acute loss of safety. If your face or your tone is read incorrectly, the consequences escalate. You learn to explain fast. You speak before the lecture starts. You desperately try to preempt accusations of lying or disrespect before the adult has even finished their sentence. In school, teachers see this as talking back. They see a child who always has an excuse. But underneath the words is a child trying not to be blamed for something no one slowed down to understand. When silence feels like guilt, you stop using words to connect. You start using them to survive. Over time, the ability to simply communicate is replaced by a permanent state of self-protection. By 15, the stakes move from the kitchen to the hallway. Now, the goal is social survival and peer acceptance. You begin to rehearse your conversations. You spend hours softening your boundaries and pre-apologizing in your head before you ever state a basic truth. You pad simple statements with unnecessary details. You apologize for your feelings because you've learned that your raw truth is rarely enough to be believed. In a group, you take on unearned blame just to keep the peace. You shrink your reality to fit the comfort of everyone else in the room. Your truth is chipped away until it fits into the boundaries of what others find acceptable. You are disappearing into your own explanations just to be allowed to stay. Now you are an adult, sitting in an office across from a dismissive colleague. The environment is different, but the childhood defense mechanism is exactly the same. The problem is that some people do not misunderstand you by accident. They ignore your context and listen specifically for weakness. You offer earnestness, hoping for a breakthrough. They offer apathy. They are not looking for clarity. They are looking for leverage. Some people find utility in misunderstanding you. For them, ignoring your context is a tool for control. There is a moment where you can simply stop. You realize that you no longer have to convince anyone of your heart. You let the explanation hang in the air, unfinished. Healing happens when you recognize that your truth does not require a courtroom or a jury. It is true whether they believe it or not. Healthy communication says, "Here is what I mean." Self-abandonment says, "I will keep shrinking until you accept me." Next time you feel the urge to defend your intention for the 10th time, pause. Ask yourself, am I trying to be understood, or am I trying to feel safe? You can provide the safety for yourself that you didn't have at 8 years old. You can choose peace over the exhaustion of proof. Behavior is a form of communication that evolves over time. If this pattern felt familiar, subscribe. This is what we unpack here.